The ideas behind those games are really good. And at today's market with all those indie games, you probably could make some smaller games, maybe even as Flash or on a Flash side if you want to. And you could do something with that. There is something here. Definitely.
And this is where I have trouble saying anything meaningful about Coda's work. Because more than anything else, the tower just feels distant. It feels like it's trying to distance itself from the world. It's a very cold game. This room actually has a maze in it. Except that all the walls of the maze are invisible. And then every time you touch one of the walls, there's this awful flashing and noise, so the experience is really miserable. The game goes beyond not being meant to be played, it actually seems to despise the player for trying to play it at all. But I do want to show you the rest of the levels, so when you're ready to continue, press enter and I'll put a bridge over the maze.
Yeah, I'm not going through that. Wow. Really? This is something.
And to be fair, it's not like this is the first game that's needed some modification to be playable. Like the house cleaning game. You know, that one used to actually loop the cleaning chores and you just cleaned a house forever. I had to cut it off so that you could exit the house and the game would actually end. But that game had an idea that it was actually trying to communicate. What's the deeper idea behind the invisible maze?
Yeah, it seems more like he doesn't want you to progress here at all. And he tries to hurt you while you're doing so.
To randomly guess the 6-digit code. Like the invisible maze, it's frustrating to me, because it's the opposite of everything else that Coda has made. It doesn't encourage thought or engagement. It doesn't ask anything of me, except a lot of my time. If I could have reached him during this time, then maybe I could have asked him, but I couldn't. I still don't really understand why this is here. I'll put the code on the ground for you here, though, so that we can move on.
Okay. What is the reason? I mean, all those games had something. Maybe he was unhappy that other people saw what he did. I mean, the game is working. If you know the code, if you know the path of the maze, it is working. But why make it like this? Why obscure it for the gamer? Only for the
switch to open this door is actually on the other side of the door, meaning that it's literally impossible to solve from this side. So even if you somehow brute forced your way through the first 2 challenges and you got to this point, there's actually just no way to progress. And it's scary for me, the idea of Coda cutting himself off entirely, just saying, you know, that's it, that's the end of the conversation, not giving me any way to fix the problem. I feel like a failure, I guess, when I can't fix the problem. But I can open this door for you, so let me do that.
I have the feeling if this is a countermeasure for if someone shows this to other people.
Was I a failure for not understanding this game? I mean, I don't know why I would be. It's not like everything needs to have a solution, but I feel it somehow. I feel like I failed, and I don't understand why. I remember, it's June of 2011. I'm playing this for the very first time, and as I'm playing, I'm thinking to myself, I don't know this person. I have no idea who this person is. It wasn't the guy I knew. It wasn't my friend. I had come to so many conclusions from looking at all of his work up to this point, and then suddenly none of them... I had been trying to, though. That was the thing. For years, I was trying to get to know him, to understand who he actually was and what he stood for. I asked him so many times to please just tell me what his games mean to him. I asked him please to tell me what the 3 dots mean. And he wouldn't. I just felt so strongly that if I could have connected with him, that if I could have somehow made his work my own, that I would finally be once and for all happy. It was that I needed to see myself in someone else. I needed to be someone other than me. But he stopped and left, and it felt somehow like I had failed. Where did I screw up? I'm the reason that you stopped making games, aren't I? It's because of what I did. I poisoned it for you.
It could be because he showed the games to other people and he didn't want to show it to someone. He wanted the games to be his own. And that would be the reason why this game had all these unsolvable puzzles, or the first 2 were solvable, but not many people would go through that. And even if someone goes through there, the last one was not solvable. But he knew Dave would...
I don't think I ever told you this,
there.
But when I took your work and I was showing it to people, it actually felt... it felt as though I were responsible for something important and valuable.
I wonder at times whether you think I'm making these games for you or for myself. He's doing them for him.
And the people who played them, they treated me like I was important. They really listened and cared about what I had to say. Even though I was showing your work, I felt good about myself. Finally, for a moment, while I had that, I liked myself.
Interesting. If there was an answer, a meaning, would it make you any happier? Would you stop taking my games and showing them to people against my wishes? Giving them something that is not yours to give? Violating the one boundary that keeps them safe? Now Dave, he wanted to do something good. He thought that if he would show these games and would get the feedback, that Coda would be happier, would see something new in making these games. But it seems to have a different meaning, a different result than he wanted. You have saw in fact in my personal space that it's possible I did begin to plant solutions in my work somewhere, hidden between games. Which is interesting. It could be that the time Coda spent with Dave would make all these solutions that were not there at the beginning. Making games for simply making something and not necessarily solvable games. Would you stop changing my games? Stop adding lampposts to them. What? Whoa. Dave? Put lampposts in them? I thought Coda did.
And then you stopped. and I didn't have anything left to show people. I just had to be with myself. And as soon as that happened, there was no feeling at all. Nothing. Less than nothing. What does that mean?
Whenever when I am around you, I feel physically ill. You desperately need something and I cannot give it to you. I literally do not have it. Struggling to come up with new ideas is not making me depressed. Low points are just a part of the process. The fact that you think I am frustrated or broken says more about you than about me. So he says, Coda says, there's nothing wrong. It's simply how the games turned out. But Dave saw something different. And that is what Coda couldn't agree with. I really realize that this doesn't make sense to you just yet. Which is fine, you are not my problem to solve. But I do hope that one day it clicks and that you make peace with this.
I'm afraid that I did something really stupid because I don't like myself.
And when you finally see what I'm talking about, don't say anything.
That's why I'm releasing this collection of your work, is because I haven't been able to find any other way to reach you. I've tried everything. And so a part of me has hope that if I put this compilation out into the world, and if I put my name on it, that maybe enough people will play it so that it'll find its way to you, so that I can tell you that I'm sorry. I know I screwed up. If I apologize to you truly and deeply, will you start making games again? Please, I need to feel okay with myself again. And I always felt okay as long as I had your work to see myself in. I mean, is something wrong with me? Because I know that I did an awful thing, and I'm doing it again right now. Like, I'm showing people your work, but I can't stop myself from doing it. That's how badly I need to feel something again, like I'm an addict. There has to be something wrong with me. Can I apologize? What if I tell you I was wrong? Will that work? Will that fix it? I don't know. I don't think it will, but there's nothing else that I can do. Just tell me what you want. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please, start making games again. Please help me. Please give me some of whatever it is that makes you complete. I want whatever that wholeness is that you just summoned out of nothing and you put into your work. You were complete in some way that I never was. And I want to know I want to know how to be a good person. I want to know how not to hate myself. Please. I'm fading, and all I want is to know that I'm going to be okay. More love, more praise, more people telling me that I'm good. Always more. It's like a disease. Solution. I guess if someone had told me ahead of time that he just really enjoyed making prison games, maybe I wouldn't have thought he was so desperate. I wouldn't have told so many people that he was depressed. Maybe he just likes making prisons. Even now, the disease is telling me to stop. Don't show people what a shitty person you are. they'll hate you.
Why should we hate him? There's nothing to be hated here. That's how it works. With friends, you think something, you do something, you want to help. But sometimes it is not the right thing to do. Sometimes you see something.
If I knew that my
is
life
not there.
depended on finding something to be driven by other than validation, what would that even be? It's strange, but the thought of not being driven by external validation is unthinkable. Like, I actually cannot conceive of what that would be like. What now?
These are not Cody's games.
I think I need to go.
Coda's games.
And I'm sorry, because I know that I said that I would be here and I would walk you through this, but I'm starting to feel like I have a lot of work to do. I have a lot that I need to make up for, and so I'm just gonna... Okay.
We're going to the beginning again? The sand theme. If you truly want to reach out to Coda, find him. I thought about it while I play this game. This is not really a game you let's play and make a bunch of videos. So I thought maybe not uploading it. But if you truly want to spread the word, then yeah, I'm going to upload this. And maybe you can get together, have a talk. Could be a metaphor too, that Coda maybe is himself. Don't know what to think. We have our beam again. Oh boy. Definitely don't want to play this.
Turn back from this cave. You said, let me prove that I'm brave, let me keep going. But the cave goes for miles and miles and miles, and you're so tired, but I know that you're strong, so turn back, turn back.
Yeah. This was the beginner's guide. Thank you for watching.